Hello, everyone. This is Kevin DeLeon again, your Cengage Learning representative. I've obviously made several videos for you about MindTap and Blackboard, and wanted to do another one for you. This one I wanted to center around assignments and how you set due dates and how you assign different items for your students, how you manage those items. Again, there's a little bit of overlap with a bunch of my videos. I think I covered a little bit of this during my customization video, but I wanted to make sure that I covered some stuff as well. So again, here we are. We're inside of Blackboard, which is where you will go again to access MindTap and as well as your students. This is where they will go. You will click on the MindTap link inside your hidden folder. Unless you've made the link itself hidden, that is okay. But either way, you will click through here to access your already linked MindTap course. We call it internally deep linking. So you might have heard that term, but that's what you'll want to click on is your MindTap link in your hidden folder. Okay, so once MindTap comes up here, there are, as you can tell, a bunch of different chapters here. Again, we talked in the customization video about how you can customize those, but in each chapter and or sections, you'll notice that there are a bunch of assignments. This is an assignment, this is an assignment, this is an assignment. Every MindTap is a little different. Many of them, or most of them, have these critical thinking APLIA assignments. You might also see some quizzes here. These are from See Now, is the app that generates these. I talked about them in my previous customization video. But you'll notice that the majority of the critical thinking or all the critical thinking assignments start as counts towards grade. And all of the quizzes are as well. And there's some practice stuff in here. So the first thing that you can do is, let's say you have these assignments and you want to change them from counts towards grade to practice. What you'll need to do is come up to the app dock up here where it says all apps, and you'll need to select the app that correlates with the assignment. In this case, all the critical thinking assignments are APLIA. The way that you'll know is by clicking into the assignment, and you'll see that this says APLIA. So you'll know that APLIA is the engine that controls that assignment and assignments like it. Same thing for the quizzes. It'll bring up the See Now app, okay? So you'll know to go in there. Again, inside the app dock up here at the top right, you'll see APLIA here, and then this one is the See Now app. Okay. So what you want to do is click into the APLIA app, and much like I talked about during my customization video, what you're going to want to do is at the question level or assignment level here, remember once we expand, these are the problem sets inside the questions. You'll want to click the pencil, and if they default where they are checked as counts towards grade, you'll want to uncheck it and save. And you can manage many at a time doing this. Let's say you want to make them all, see they're all counts towards grade here, see all these check marks? Let's say you want to edit all of these. So go ahead and just click a whole bunch of pencils, okay, all of them, and you're going to want to unpractice all these, so on and so forth, okay? And then you're just going to want to save each one, okay? And there you go, so on and so forth, okay? And those will be reflected inside. See, now these are practice. And there you go. The other way that you can do it, that's the way that you can change them all from being counts towards grade to practice, you know, at a large scale if you want to do them all. If you want to talk about making one assignment counts towards grade or practice, you can click on the pencil, which shows up when you hover over the item, okay? And inside of Edit Options, it will allow you to make it practice. Well, I'm sorry, graded if you click that, and practice if you don't. Again, you can change the name of it. You can make it timed. And again, just save your work. You can also change the description of the assignment. Maybe you don't like the way something's worded or something like that. You can change it. You can also set your due dates here. Just click on the available item here, and you can change the date and so on and so forth, as well as the order that it shows up in its current location. Okay, that's pretty cool. So if you want to set some due dates, you can do that as well. Again, you can do it at each individual level by, again, hovering over the item and clicking the pencil. Or, remember how we made all the changes in Applia at once in the Applia app up here? Well, if you want to set a bunch of due dates at once, you can do that as well. Come up to this view here on the right, this one right here. And here are all your assignments. Here's everything. This is where you can set different available dates. In other words, if you don't want your students to see a certain item until a certain day, you can do that. And then if you want to set a certain due date, you can do that as well. For this item here, this critical thinking activity here, I'm going to set a due date. I'm just going to click on the calendar, and I'm going to say that it's due on the 20th at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I could change the time if I want. Okay, and there it is. Now it's in there. So let's go back to this view here and see. Here's the assignment. It's due on January 20th. Okay, you'll also be able to see it in this weekly view, and your students can see this as well. So next week, here's their assignment. So if you end up scheduling or scheduling a lot of due dates for your assignments, every single week, your students can just use this view, and they can toggle from week to week to week, and they can click on each assignment as they have them, okay? Now, back to this overview page. Let's say you want to assign many things on a certain day. Well, that's easy as well. Over at these boxes over here, if you click one and then click another, this box at the top will open up. And that's a place where you can set an available and or a due date for multiple items. Maybe it's 3 items you'd like. Okay? We're going to set that as the 21st at 11 p.m. And then we're going to click apply. There they go. Now also, maybe you have a snow day or something like that. If you want to change the dates, many dates at a time, you can highlight them all and again choose a different date, which is pretty cool. So let's go back in here and see. This is due on the 29th. Okay, so you can see 29, 29, 29, which is pretty easy. Now, as your students complete different assignments, they're going to see the results here in this recent activity scores. And they're basically going to work like little dots on a chart to show them where they are and where they're not. You're going to have one of these as well, and you'll be able to see how students are scoring. Okay, and that is how you take care of changes and do due dates inside of your assignments inside of MindTap. Again, each MindTap is going to have a bunch of different assignments. Again, you can always add assignments here by coming up to Add Activity, and you can add assignments and create assignments. I went through some of that in my last video. So if you want to know how to create an assignment inside of See Now or delete some of the questions out of Applia, refer to the customization video that I made. And if you have any